When's the next gig?
When is the next
That's
gig?
a good
Playing
one.
here, we're gonna
well,
move the couch.
Oh, that's
our
right.
next gig has a calendar month and will be next year in 2014.
Exactly.
Make sure you email that to everybody.
My name is Paul Vallis, and I'm an alcoholic. I brought this band over from the UK. So we had been going for a long time. I formed this band with a friend of mine, Tony, and he actually moved out to LA a year before I did, and I found myself out here, and we decided to put the band together, and that's where we met Big Red, Jeff Marshall, who has been with me ever since.
I heard Paul play the harmonica. I said, I got to play with this guy. I don't care. I got to play with this guy. It was just exactly what I was looking for.
Obviously, having the harp in it brings like a real traditional blues persona to the group, and he really emulates some of the icons of that instrument, I think.
Big Red grew up like 40 miles from me, like in the middle of nowhere in Michigan. So we immediately like became good friends. It's weird to play with someone that grew up kind of listening to not only the same music but the same radio stations that I listen to. So I feel like there's a certain connection to the way that we just communicate about music and the way we play music.
I'm kind of the benchmark for drinking. If the guys can keep up with me, they get to stay in the band. And I got to be honest with you, some of the guys have surpassed me.
Whenever I tell anybody about this band, I tell them it's a band full of ringers.
You trying not to stare, but you know just the same. She doesn't even care. To her it's just a big game. The more we want it, the more I want it. Sounds funny, don't it? She's coming just to kill.
You know, I was piggybanking off riding the coattails of Mr. Jeff Big Red Marshall, and he was kind enough to let me sit in and play a few licks here and there, a couple Ace Frehley, and that was kind of the beginning of it. I was really there for the chicks and the beer.
I just love being in bands where I can just kind of lay it down. I don't have to worry about soloing all night. Most nights, I feel like my bass drum is triggered with Kevin's bass because the stuff is so tight.
Don't you look so good?
What's different about Bleeding Harp that's really, really, really cool is we're like kind of an extended family for each other. You know, we've kind of become not just a musical group that plays together, but a family of people that hangs together. So when we play music, it's more like us just having a good time with it. We're kind of a family, just like the Allman Brothers were a band and played together as a family-based band.
Drum, I bounce back so many times. Everybody wants to close the door.
Kev is a really like meat and potatoes guy for this band, just focused on like laying down the groove, like keeping it greasy.
He's actually a big blues lover. He's got lots of suggestions about what we should do, and goes, if anybody suggests older, original, traditional blues tracks, it's mostly Kevin Chown, and because he loves playing it. He's a brilliant player.
Hear the element that Lau brings to the band. It's like even though I'm playing the same song that maybe I've played for 10 years in the group, it's almost like playing a whole new song.
Yeah, Andrew, brilliant player. First time I met him was at a rehearsal, and he sat down at a right-handed kit and played brilliantly all day. First gig we play, he's setting up left-handed. I find out he's really left-handed. He plays ambidextrously.
I always try to find some different little twist as far as solo goes.
Jeff Coleman is always interesting, never dull. One song is never played the same on stage.
Oh, he's a pain in the ass, but we love him. No, he's great. An amazingly talented guy, brings a really good overall perspective on music, I think.
In every band that I've been in with Jeff, he never ceases to amaze me.
I love Jeff. I mean, first and foremost, we hit it off as buds. Of course, I admire his guitar playing. It's hard not to. I consider him to be one of the greatest in the world, actually.
All right. Ready? Here we go.
The connection I feel to playing with these guys is probably different than any musical experience I've ever had in my life.
I want to get the band out there. I want more people to see us play.
Wow.
I think that we're bringing a unique thing to the blues, and I think that we're kind of taking it to another level with all the different influences. I think that there's a big audience out there that would just really love to hear us play, and I know every place that we do play, people are blown away. I'm blown away each time we play. I have a total ball. So, I got my buddies in the band. I mean, come on, I really have, it's like being in high school again. I got my best friends in a band.